Nice to meet you.
How are you today?
I'm doing good. A little anxious about this session. I don't really know what to expect, and
Tell me about what brought you here today.
just the whistle. I have cancer. I'm 79. Don't know what to do with them. Really worried. I think he needs to go live with his aunt or uncle.
So you live alone?
I live alone. Yeah, and I have to do treatments, and I get really tired. Yeah.
Who watches him while you do that?
Well, I don't really have anyone to watch him.
So you have
And
any
he's
kind of support
7
system?
years old. He goes to school during the school hours. I can take the bus. That's not very reliable. I don't know that I'm going to be there to get back in time to get him. That's not an ideal situation.
So let's talk about how you came to be Mrs. Guardian. Tell me your background story.
Oh, well, my daughter, his mother, died, and she was addicted to drugs, and I have a lot of shame about that because I don't know where I went wrong as a parent for her to go down that path. I just don't know what I did, and I just feel so guilty and shameful that happened, and I want to do anything in the world for Whistle, but I just don't feel like I'm healthy enough. And
So it sounds like you have just a tremendous amount of burden on you right now. You have a lot of grief issues, you have a lot of physical issues, and you have a lot of parenting issues, and you're just kind of overwhelmed right now.
Yeah.
So how are you? I know you're physically having to go to chemo. Is that right? Or doing chemotherapy? So you're just like exhausted. Okay. And just trying to take care of a 7-year-old, which is just for anybody a great deal of
yeah,
difficulty.
he's really active, and I'm really tired, and I sleep a lot, and
Right.
I just
Forgive me, did I?
have depression, feel depressed
Okay.
with what happened to my daughter.
Okay. So you're really. How long ago was that?
That was a year ago.
Oh, so it's not been very long. So you've been. So you really. If I think I heard you correctly, you don't really have much support system at all. You have other children?
Yeah, I have 2 other children,
Okay.
and I want Whistle to live with one of them. But see, they live out of town, and one daughter, she's not willing. I don't know. She just has my personal life things going on. My son, he has 3 children. They already have a full family. It's hard for them financially. He'd be willing, but his wife isn't. So I don't know what to do, and it's not an option for him to go to a foster home or something like that. Not an option.
Okay. So let's back up, because it sounds like overwhelmed to me. So it must feel overwhelming to you. Part of what we need to talk about, part of what you've come here to get, is some ideas, some options for how to help you kind of get through the maze of how do I get through my treatments? How do I get some help? How am I going to take care of Whistle during this time? What's going to happen if something should happen to me and Whistle needs somewhere to go? Who's going to take care of Whistle? Does that sound right so far? Okay. Have you been able to connect with any kind of cancer support system, anything like that yet? Alright, so this is the first time you've kind of sought out any kind of therapeutic, any kind of talk therapy, any kind of just going somewhere and saying, help me, I don't know what to do next.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that kind of advertised, but I haven't thought that was for me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm really old, and I just don't
You're
really.
not that old. I see. Alright, so what do you think today is the most important thing you need to do today?
Take care of Whistle, and that means finding him a better place to live.
What is the most important thing you need to do today for you?
I don't know. Sleep.
tell me about your day. Tell me about what you do for you in a day. What's your regular day look like?
Well, I wake up, since I'm back in remission from cancer, I just feel like I get really exhausted, and sometimes it's hard to get out of the bed. And sometimes it really takes a lot to, get Whistle out the door for school. He walks to school. And then I have chemotherapy 3 times a week. And other than that, I'm at home.
What do you do during the day?
I'll just sit on the couch and watch TV and just try to keep busy doing something so that I'm not so depressed and think about my daughter, and find myself worrying a lot. And
so, do you eat pretty consistently?
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of food, but we eat. And
Do friends come by? Does anybody come and visit you?
no, nobody comes by to visit. Me and Whistle will walk to the grocery store or take the bus to the grocery store every now and then, whenever I have enough energy to do so. And he's a big help. He just tries to help as much as he can.
Okay. So it sounds like, and I heard you say this, you're pretty depressed.
Mhm.
It takes all your energy just to get up and get him out the door.
Mhm.
Then you spend your day kind of laying on the couch, maybe reflecting on the loss of your daughter, which makes you more depressed.
Mhm.
Just trying to get enough energy just to get to the next thing. Don't really eat a lot. Just kind of wait for him to get home. He kind of tends to fend for himself. And then if you need to do something, he kind of helps you do it. So you and he kind of are taking care of each other.
Mhm.
And that's probably, what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, he needs to be a child.
And so probably some of that's what's brought you here today, is like, I need you to help.
And I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get through this cancer situation. I don't know what's going to happen. I just would feel a whole lot more happy about things if I felt like you were in a better place.
Okay. So it sounds like some of what you and I need to work on as we go forward is what are we going to do? How are we going to work through this?
Mm-hmm.
There are several things we need to do in terms of working with your, medically, getting you a little more energy. But also I think we need to help you with some support systems. And you're going to have to help me in terms of letting me know you have in your life that can help you, where your support systems are, what you can draw from, church support, children support, maybe work with your children. Is there a possibility we might meet with them? Might get a family meeting? Do they plan to come visit anytime soon that we could all be together?
And I try to call them, and they don't answer. But this is really urgent, so I don't know. I thought about maybe trying to call from a different phone so that they don't see caller ID, and then telling them that it's urgent with Whistle and that we need to come together. I think Keith may be willing to take them.
Do you think they have a sense of how urgent this really is?
I think they're probably just distracted with their own lives, and maybe they just don't really think about it so much.
Or they just think you're sick, and maybe don't understand the gravity of that.
Maybe. Can we take a break for just 1 minute?